I'm back again. I hope some of my peoples are able to come on right now. I do want to pull some cards. I'm not sure what I'm going to pull on. I'm just going to pull whatever and just read whatever comes out. Because I haven't been using the cards lately, so I just want to get back into it, back in the groove of it. Um, and I want to get whatever messages out there that people need to hear, you know? Sometimes we need insight, we need guidance, and sometimes it comes from a stranger on YouTube. You wouldn't think it, but I've seen some pretty accurate readers on YouTube. I was like, wow, do they know me? All right, let's see. Oh, we got the Fool, the Knight of Cups, and the Two of Cups. Oh, come on. Oh, and Judgment. Somebody's made a decision about a relationship. When I looked at the Knight of Cups, I did get the secret admirer energy. Um, hmm. See how it looks like the horse is about to like go. He's about to get out of the water and go. It almost feels like this little pond or whatever they're standing in. It almost feels like it's kind of like set back. That's that's I feel like that's why I'm getting the secret admirer energy off of it, because it feels like they're kind of like in the shadows. Like you don't really see them. You don't really see them. But like I said, I'm noticing like the front legs of the horse. Like it's getting ready to go. Getting ready to go, getting ready to come forward and let it be known. Let it be known. When I went to go pick up the deck, I noticed underneath Judgment there was Temperance. This has been coming for a while. It's been like just trying to come into balance, like just right, like into alignment is, I guess, the better word to use. It's like the decision couldn't be made. Like there couldn't be this momentum to come forward without coming into alignment first. All right, so we've got the Fool, Knight of Cups, and the Two of Cups. So I'll pull clarifiers for all of them, but it seems like somebody's like taking a leap of faith. They're like coming out of the shadows, and I feel like they've been sitting on this for a while, for a long time. What a very blessed, beautiful lady to wake up to. Oh, thank you, Leon. How are you? I hope you're doing well. Hi, is it Cynthia? Yeah, I have terrible eyesight, just for those of you that don't know me. I talk about all the time about how I need to get glasses. I'm squinting at the screen. All right. My phone was ringing. All right, back to the reading. All right, so we've got the Fool energy. It feels like a leap of faith. It's like a new beginning, a new journey, but in order to do it, there has to be a leap of faith. I just pictured when you're about to jump in the water, you take that like that last breath as you jump in. That's kind of what it feels like is going on with this energy right now. They're about to jump in, but they're taking like that last breath. That last breath. All right. Let's let's pull on the Fool. Ooh. We have the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Cups. Uh, ooh. That's like such like it's like hot energy, but like such beautiful energy at the same time. It's like beautiful, kind, gentle, caring, loving, but like fiery and passionate, all like intertwined in one. Oh, remember I said it's like they've been like sitting back. They kind of been in the shadows. It's that secret admirer energy. Um, and we've got the Ace of Cups at the bottom. Like, all right, so we're clarifying the Fool. You know, it's like when you're in love with someone and you feel like a fucking fool. Like you literally, you would do anything for them. You don't even care. It's like, normally like the fool, he's depicted as somebody that's like about to walk off a cliff and they don't even realize it. Um, but it feels like this person's like, I would follow you off a cliff. I don't even care. We could die. I don't even care as long as we die together. And I'm really I'm like noticing like his suit, the way he's like just like buttoned up. The way he's buttoned up. Proper. I'm getting like a proper energy. That's weird. A proper energy. Um who's really proper these days? Everyone's a bunch of assholes. Um, but no, we have somebody that's proper. That's probably why it's like people can like sit in the shadows and kind of be like the secret admirer because they're shy or whatever, but also like they're proper. They're chivalrous. Why when I was on last night, when did I hear chivalry? Chivalry isn't dead or something like that. Chivalrous. I'm getting that word again, chivalrous. Yeah, it feels like fool in love energy. I will follow you to the ends of the fucking earth. I will follow you into hell and heaven, wherever. It doesn't matter as long as you're there. It doesn't fucking matter. Something just fell over there. Oh. All right, let's see. Let's let's clarify the Knight of Cups. So it's like that's why this leap of faith energy is there. The Ace of Cups. Like this is about love. I'm glad that this is what's coming out today because I really I don't feel like doing like there was a reading I started to do last night and I felt like it was gonna like take some like twists and turns that it was like it was too much. I just didn't want to get into it. This is light and lovely. This is light and lovely. I like this. Um but yeah, we have the fool and he's in love, willing to walk off of a cliff, but like why? Because this energy is here. The Queen of Wands and the Queen of Cups, like that's just like it's hot. But like you also don't feel like you're gonna get burned. You feel like you're gonna be loved. It's normally when somebody's this fucking hot, like she's gonna chew you up and spit you the fuck out. Um, but then when we have this energy mixed with it, like if she chewed you up and spit you out, she'll then like pick you up and heal you after. Oh. All right, let's pull on the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups, secret admirer. Ooh, the Knight of Swords. Didn't I say like it looks like the horse is like getting ready to go. Gonna come out of the shadows, come forward. We've got strength at the bottom of the deck. I don't feel like this is something that they're used to. I feel like this is out of the ordinary. So it's like, yeah, shyness can play a role, but even if this person wasn't shy or wasn't insecure, like there's an element to this that is like uncharted territories. All right, so we have the Knight of Swords and the Seven of Cups. The Seven of Cups is about it can be illusions, but this isn't illusions. This is there's all these like options, all these different feelings to be expressed, all the ways they could be expressed. They want they want to do it right. Remember I was saying I was getting a proper energy off of the Fool, the way he's like buttoned up, like just neat, very proper. Very proper. Who the fuck is this? Very proper. Oh. So it takes strength to come forward and to say there's so many, they've been holding back so much. There's like a lot that's been being felt. I just saw somebody talking to themselves. It's almost like they've like rehearsed like all these conversations. They've had this conversation in so many different ways. Um Underneath the strength card, we have the Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups, they're walking away because there's nothing in these cups for them. So they're like heading towards they're heading towards, it's funny because I'm like they're heading towards, and then I move the Eight of Cups, and underneath that is the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands is they're on the edge. They're waiting for their ships to come in because they're ready to go. They're ready to head out on a journey. um all right, I guess I'll move on to the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups, and clarify that. See what else wants to come out. Ooh, the Page of Swords and the Five of Wands. These came out last night. When the Page of Swords came out last night, I got the same energy off of it that I did just now. Like, he's been thinking. He's been thinking. Ooh. Ooh, and the tower is at the bottom. He's been thinking, but he's been conflicted. The Five of Wands is about conflict. It's about for some reason I wanna word it like being like pitted up against something. Um but it's been themselves. It's been themselves that they've been up against. It's been an internal conflict. About what? About this. Because whatever this person is feeling, this isn't just like oh hey, let's have a little fling, or let's just like hang out, let's Netflix and chill, fucking stupid bullshit. This is like somebody that's like interested in like something like long term. That's not something. I just heard willy nilly to be all willy nilly about. um it's serious business. This is someone that takes relationships very seriously. But I don't feel like they're like I don't feel like they've had a lot of them. I think that like that's how serious they take relationships and dating. um there haven't been many. Um, all right. Just say hi to everybody. Hello. Can't read today. My eyes are shit. I think it says J Clean. What's coming out today? Loveliness. Loveliness. All right. Oh yeah, and let me get into the tower being at the bottom of the deck. Something like finally just broke. Like this tower, it's like you can't stay there. You can't stay here. It's gonna fall, it's gonna crumble. So there's no staying there. They have to get out from where they're at. You know, it's like that moment of being the secret admirer and sitting in the shadows and not really saying or doing anything, and then something happens where they have to come into the light and be seen. That's making me think of last night. I wish Katie was here because when I pulled the Fool for her, see, the lighting in here isn't great. Okay, you see how there's like diamonds painted on his face? I'm getting like that, like in Twilight when his skin, the he steps into the light and then you can see him sparkling. You can see like how beautiful he is. Um so that's what this feels like. It feels like somebody's sitting back in the shadows, but something happens and they have to come into the light. And when they come into the light, like in Twilight, Edward's like, this is why we don't go in the sunlight. And he thinks he looks so horrible, but it's like, dude, you're fucking sparkling like diamonds. You're beautiful. Um, so it's like this person's like nervous. They're nervous. Um, because like I said, this isn't something like short term. They're not just interested in a fling. They like love. They love you. They fucking love eat the shit out of you. Um, what else do I want to say about the tower? Yeah, underneath the tower is the Nine of Swords. Um, I feel like whatever it was that broke, I feel like it was something internal, and it has to do with this battle within that they were going back and forth with. It finally broke. Like there was finally, um, it's like two aspects of yourself are like going up against each other and fighting, and then finally one wins. One wins. And I feel like the side that has been wanting to say something for a long time, it's finally winning. And they're like, we're gonna do it. They don't fucking want to, but they're gonna do it. All right, I'm going to. I kind of want to pull on the Five of Wands and see what like the fucking struggle was. It's like I feel like I already know. Oh, Temperance and Judgment with the Six of Swords. Hmm. It kind of feels you know how I was saying that they've like had this conversation with you in their head so many times. It feels like it feels like in their head they convince themselves of something. I'm not sure exactly what. It feels like they convince themselves of something. They probably convinced themselves that they were going to be rejected. And that's why I think it's important to like bring up like I keep seeing like the diamonds on his face is reminding me of when Edward steps into the light and his skin's glistening and he thinks he looks like a monster, but she's like, you're beautiful. um I feel like it created this inner conflict where they just went back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and then they finally just it fucking they got clarity on something. It's like the side that wanted to move forward finally fucking, I feel like it snapped the other aspect of themselves out of it. I'm being drawn to the fact that there's a child on this card. I feel like a lot of it has to do with like an inner child wound, which is probably, it's like inner child, like our inner child being wounded. There's so many things that, it's like, yeah, we're fucked up, we're traumatized, but also, um I feel like sometimes our wounds make us better in a way. I feel like I was saying, like, this person takes relationships very seriously, but I feel like it has to do with their inner child, like an inner wound that makes them take relationships very seriously. Some people, they just go be whores because they're wounded, and then other people, it does like the opposite, and then others are just floating somewhere in between. um but I feel like childhood made the trauma specifically made this person take things very seriously. All right. I'm going to wrap up this reading. I'm done with this one. I don't know. I might pull more cards. Do I want to pull more cards? I don't know. Don't give out your ID or birthday. I don't want anyone's ID or birthday. I don't even ask you guys for money. So, I mean, you can go to another channel if you want to get scammed. Uh, oops. I'm messing up the chat. There we go. All right. I guess I'll pull one more reading before I get off of here. All right. King of Pentacles at the bottom, and the Five of Cups and Justice came out. The Five of Cups is feeling sad, regretful, and I want to say remorseful. And then we've got the Justice card. Hi, Katie. How lovely to see you here, my darling. So I feel like somebody's going to apologize for something. I was getting apology energy last night, too. I feel like this King of Pentacles knows that he did something wrong. Fucking hair stuck to my deck. It's my hair in my deck. Jeez Louise. Like, look at his face. Like, I feel like he knows he messed something up. He messed something up. All right, so we've got the Five of Cups. What did they do wrong? And then we'll pull on Justice and see how they're going to make it right. What happened here? We've got the Ace of Swords and the Knight of Swords. Somebody said something they didn't mean. Oh, and the World at the bottom. I feel like this was something that was said a while ago, and I feel like it's coming back around to bite someone in the ass. They're like, I shouldn't have said that. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I'm starting to feel really sad. Like, really, really sad. Like, I want to put my head in my hands and just be like, I'm so fucking sorry. I feel like this is a reset, though. Like, the world, remember I said it's circling back around, is coming back around because it, back when whatever was said, I feel like even back then they knew they didn't fucking mean it. It's almost, ever say something that you're like, I know I didn't fucking mean that, but then you don't want to fucking say that you didn't mean it, so you're just like hoping like life will adjust and it'll adjust to what you said, and then it'll be like, oh, good that I said that, so I mean it now. Yeah, no, they didn't mean it then, they don't mean it now, and they're fucking sorry they ever fucking said it. Um, and then the next card would be the Page of Swords. It's very swordsy. Ace of Swords, Knight of Swords, Page of Swords. Like, they, like, put their foot in their mouth. It almost feels like somebody specifically said they did not want something that they do want, and now it comes back around and they have to admit that they fucking want to, or they wanted it, or whatever it is. You know, it could even be something stupid like you turn down a fucking job and then you have to like go back and be like, hey, yeah, I didn't mean that, I actually do want this job. And you're like hoping they'll still take you. All right, Justice, what is the Justice? Oh boy, oh boy, here comes the sun, do 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 do. The sun, the big reveal, the big confession. All right, so this fucking guy came out, the devil. He doesn't even, he's not even happy with himself. You know how like sometimes like when the devil's depicted, he seems like he's happy with himself. This guy isn't. Uh, the devil doesn't even like the devil, is what I'm getting off of this. The devil doesn't even like the devil. And the Nine of Wands. Own worst enemy, I just heard. Somebody's their own worst enemy. And they beat the fuck out of themselves all the time. But we're clarifying justice here. So it's like, how are they gonna make things right? Well, and then we have the sun at the bottom of the deck. I feel like they're gonna admit they were wrong. They're not just gonna try and you know how like you can, like I was saying, if it was a job, you can try and pretend like that didn't happen, that you're just applying for the job again. Like you didn't turn it down before. No, I feel like they're gonna come forward and be like, hey, I was fucking wrong. I put my foot in my mouth. I spoke too soon. I shouldn't have. I knew I didn't mean it. I knew I should have taken the opportunity. Um, like all of it. Nothing's going to be hidden. It's all going to be seen, heard, understood. What else can we pull on for this energy? And we pulled two cards together again, the King of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, like I was saying before, when we had the King of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, he knew he fucked something up, something that was worth something, something of value, something that mattered to him. And he like sat there chewing on his own fucking foot like an idiot. Um, but you know what? Like the King of Pentacles, he's solid, he's secure, but if you want a decision maker, you need the King of Swords. And the King of Swords is going to come forward and he's going to speak up and he's going to change what's been going on here. And we have the Magician at the bottom. Creation. It's almost like if you were gonna like make something and you got all your supplies together and then you just took all the supplies and threw them in the garbage. Then you're like, wait, why did I do that? I needed all that. I how am I gonna create without it? I'm fucking stupid. What an idiot. I gotta go undo what I did. Oh, that's what it feels like. Oh man. All right. I don't know. I kind of maybe want to pull on one more energy. One more energy just because I haven't been on in a while, and why not? Excuse me. The Four of Wands, the Three of Pentacles, and the Four of Swords with the Magician. All right, the Magician with the Three of Pentacles. Remember how I was talking about with the last reading I just did, how if somebody had all the tools they needed to create something, then they just tossed it all aside, um, then they like get it all back. They're like, oh no, wait, I needed that. I can't build what I was creating without all the fucking supplies. The Three of Pentacles is crossed by the Magician, so it feels like somebody's taking all the supplies that they have and they're gonna put it to use. They're gonna put it to use. Gonna make something out of it. But we have the Four of Wands and the Four of Swords. The Four of Wands is about union, the coming together of something. And then the Four of Swords is about rest, silence, healing. I want to say resetting for some reason. One of the things I was reading earlier was saying a reset. I don't know. Maybe they're all connected. Maybe everything's connected. I mean, it is in a way. I feel like there's this period of silence, this period of healing, regrouping, resetting, I want to say rejuvenating. It almost feels like going to sleep, and then like when you wake up from like a long slumber, there's like something to do. It's like you need like a nice long rest. A nice long rest, a nice Moment of silence. There's going to be a lot of work to do with this. A lot of work to do. A lot of work to do. I just keep hearing it. A lot of work to do over and over. A lot of work. A lot of work. A lot of work. I don't feel like it's negative work though. I feel like it's working to achieve something. Working to achieve something. All right, the Nine of Pentacles and the Ten of Wands with the King of Wands. I feel like the weight's going to be lifted. The weight's going to be lifted. It's like that's why I was saying it doesn't feel like it's like negative work, like bad work. Like there's going to be a lot of work to do, but it's not negative. It's like positive. That's why I was saying like you need like a long rest, a period of just before you go. Um you know, it feels like before this period of rest, like things felt real fucking heavy. But then, like, you wake up and you start going to do whatever this is. And, like, as it comes together, the weight is getting lighter and lighter and lighter. It's like there's so much work to do, but the more work that gets put into it, the lighter the load gets, not just at what you're doing, but energetically. Does that feel like internal thoughts or external? Here's the action I am going to take, because with men, and I use the term loosely, there's a big difference. Um, Hold on, I gotta read that again because I got I was laughing at the end part. Does that feel like internal thoughts or external? Here's the actions I'm going to take because oh, internal or external? Well, you know, I feel like it's internal up to this resting point. It's a lot of internal, and then the rest. And then when you wake up from the rest, it's like it almost feels like starting a new job. I That's not necessarily what this reading is about. It could be a job, or it could be a hobby, or it could be a relationship, not necessarily romantic. Um But with the King of Wands at the bottom, this feels very, very determined. Like it feels like even if the load didn't get lighter, there would still be the energy to like keep pushing through. Um, I feel like everything that was playing out before this like period of rest, this period of silence, I feel like it was a preparation. It's like you think it's one thing, and then you think that that thing is over, but it's actually connected to this, and it brought it to this. Um, all right, let's see. Let's pull on the Three of Pentacles, the King of Cups, and the Knight of Wands. Ooh, and the Ace of Cups at the bottom. Like the Ace of Cups at the bottom, to clarify this Three of Pentacles, like it makes me feel like this Three of Pentacles is really in flow. Like like right from the beginning, like it starts to just flow after this rest period. You know, when you wake up and then get into this, it's flowing. We had the King of Wands a minute ago, and now we have the King of Cups with the Knight of Wands. So like the King of Wands gave this like really determined energy. And so isn't this Knight of Wands? It's giving a very determined energy, but mixed with the King of Cups, it's like it's like determined to like keep it in flow, determined to keep it feeling good, determined to keep it balanced, fair, equal. It feels like doing it for the greater good of anyone and everyone involved. There's not like a selfish energy here. You know, like the King of Wands can be selfish as fuck, but like when the King of Wands came out, I just got determination off of him. I didn't get any selfishness. All right, let's pull on the Four of Swords. And then I'm gonna get out of here and go smoke some weed. The Three of Wands and the Eight of Cups. Ooh, and the Devil. The Devil. Oh man. All right, so we're clarifying the Four of Swords. You know, after dealing with some shit, you know, there needs to be the period of rest, the period of healing. And this is the Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups is walking away from what no longer serves you, and the Three of Wands is on the precipice, on the verge of new, on the verge of new. So it's leaving out with the old and in with the new type of vibe. But we had to go through this shit with this fucking guy in order to get to this. And this isn't necessarily union of a guy and a girl. It could be union within the self, union of your masculine and your feminine energy working together in balance after a long period of fuckery with the devil. How you doing? You look good today. Thank you. How are you? I'm doing lovely. My knees are kind of hurting right now because I've had my legs bent for way too fucking long. But, oh, you know what? Instead of smoking, I should probably go to the gym, then come home and smoke. Trying to make healthier decisions. So if you're someone that wants to make healthier, smarter decisions in life, this might just be a reminder for you, coming from me. Let me put this back in the box. Back in the box. All right, I'm going to get out of here. Thank you for anyone that tuned in this morning. It was lovely to have you here. And I'll try and be back again soon. Gotta start being present on here again because I've been failing at it. But anyways, thank you. I appreciate you all, and I'll see you soon. Bye.